Everyone, welcome back to Daily Devotions. Pastor Steve here once again on this final day of seeking solitude, diving deeper into what it looks like with your time with God. And I love what we've done this week, and I hope you've participated and challenged yourself. If not, you can continue to make up for that in these next weeks. Seeking solitude isn't just for this last week. It is for these next weeks coming and these next days. It is such a blessing to you to be able to say, and we've given you a lot of different types of disciplines for you to try them out this week. And maybe one gets into a habit. Maybe one gets into a discipline that is a day by day, week by week walk with God. And so we've done some meditation practices of being able to write down Bible verses and put them into a journal and just really reflect upon them. We've gotten away from the distractions that we did that right at first because our world is full of distractions, and we need to put things away first. Shut down the phone, shut down the TV, shut down the things coming to you so that you can go to God. And so seeking solitude is far different. And I really appreciate how Zach brought this forward as we are in that day 33. I really appreciate how he spoke towards filling our space, filling our time, filling our solitude, not with emptying of ourselves, but actually filling ourselves. And did you catch, if you haven't done the reading, make sure you do the reading of day 33, because it is amazing how the scriptures has always spoken to this solitude, this meditation. Christians haven't been good at it because we see it as some other kind of discipline in other religions. And other Eastern religions, Buddhism, Hinduism, they do these meditations, especially Buddhism. I was in LA doing a cross-cultural module, and I was taken back by the meditation of this one Buddhist monk. He was going for 12 hours, motionless, like a statue. He would even paint himself so the sun wouldn't harm him, and he would be like a statue in a garden. And that brought him closer to his discipline. Amazing. 12 hours. We're talking about 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 12 hours. Amazing how he could stay still. And while that was astonishing to me, while that was amazing to me, you know what else was amazing to me? He spent 12 hours of his day on himself. He spent 12 hours of his day not doing anything for anybody else. And I would say that that kind of discipline and that kind of meditation was astonishing and amazing, but wrong, because it was all about himself. Now, our meditations and our solitude, how beautiful it can be, because it's not just about ourselves, it's about actually being with God and being able to hear from him, being able to meditate upon his words, and being able to see his direction for our life. And so I pray again, and I challenge you once again, seeking solitude. Did you see in the readings? If you haven't, make sure you do the readings. I think I've said that a couple times. But in day 33, there is outside biblical facts and research towards how good and what a blessing it is for your life and your health to seek solitude, to seek meditation, to seek time of just breathing in and breathing out. My Fitbit is actually charging right now because each and every day I use it in my meditation. It's charging because it has to do that every 5 days or so. And I wish I could have it because I'll probably actually go in and get it. Because early in the morning, I love to be able to actually put on this meditation thing on my watch for 2 minutes. It tells me how to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Zach gives us that with the name of Yahweh. Breathe in, breathe out. I know it's kind of simple and it's kind of awkward sometimes to talk about our breathing or our meditation and being able to say this is far from what we would say Christians follow. It is far from what we've done to Christianity, but it isn't far from what is always spoken about in the scriptures. Meditation and solitude, Jesus went towards that over and over and over again in the scriptures, in our gospels. Over and over and over again in the Old Testament, we get to see solitude and meditation. I want you to open up Psalm chapter 1. Psalm chapter 1 is one of my favorite psalms because it really speaks to the distractions or the places that we're sitting or the spaces that we occupy and what we should be doing in those spaces or in those places, what we should be doing in and amongst meditation, and what would we be doing in meditation rather than just seeking self, but what do we seek out? What are we with when we seek solitude with God? So Psalm chapter 1, let's pick that up together. Psalm chapter 1, it says this: Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. I know we're talking about 15 to 20 to 30 minutes. You can do that early in the morning, but as you get better into this discipline, it's an amazing thing to wake up early in the morning, meditate upon the word of the Lord, reflect upon it, study it, get in prayer with God, having that 30 minutes with God, hour with God, whatever time that is with God, and how it sends you through your day. And then at night, have the discipline to be able to pray to God, write out things to God, see what you did in my day. I want to meditate upon that. I want to reflect upon that, because I want to kind of empty my mind, absolutely, but fill my time with God so that I can just go into that rest, go into that sleep with a rest that is in God's hands. Wake up refreshed and spend time with him in the morning. This is your day. Let's go with it. Thank you for the day. Let me rest. I mean, think about those days, beautiful days. This is what it's talking about. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He's like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. Why? Why is it prospering? Why are we talking about prospering and blessed? Because he spent time in the law and meditated on the law, and you are been with God. How beautiful that is. It says, not so with the wicked. They are like chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. The way of the righteous. What is the way of the righteous? To meditate on God's word, to be with him, listen to his whispers, spend time with him, get away from the distractions, seek solitude with God, not from the world, but with God. So I pray that this week has been a blessing to you. I pray that this week continues on with you, and that you've formed a keystone habit that Jesus had in his life of seeking solitude. And if not, there's always great opportunities to challenge yourself day by day to finding that 15, 30, 60 minutes where you're reading God's word, jotting it down, praying, having conversations with God, being still, breathing in, breathing out, listening to God in his whispers. Incredible blessings are in store as we seek solitude, as we make this a keystone habit of our faith walk, and just what Jesus did, spending time with God. Spending time with God will put our days into a great perspective, and it'll prosper, because what will happen this day is what the Lord wills this day, and we'll be aligned to that will. Seek solitude, a great habit and a great blessing. Have a blessed day.